my name is Holly Hireman, CEO of Fit Finances. Today we're going to talk about 5 things that you should be doing each day in order to build your side business. The first task that you must do each day is planning. You've set aside time to work your business, but what do you do during that time? And that's actually the most common question that I get. A lot of times I tell people carve out time from your daily tasks in order to work on your side business. But then what happens is a lot of times we sit down, okay, I'm ready to work my business, and then don't really know what to do or don't know what to do first, or maybe end up scattered. I don't want that to be you. So the very first thing that you should do each day is set aside time for planning. And there's 4 components to planning. The first thing that you're going to do is to create your calendar. So sit down at the beginning of every single week and figure out when you're going to be working on your business. Similar, at the start of each and every day, make sure you know exactly what time frames you're going to be working on your business as well. Now, as I said just a moment ago, it's not just about knowing when you're going to work, but what to do during that time. And that's what we're going to cover in today's video. So the next thing that you're going to do after you know exactly when you're working your business is to figure out your goals for the upcoming week, perhaps even the month ahead. From your goals list, you're going to create action items, a task list, things that need to happen in order for you to reach those goals. And a lot of times, one goal can have several different tasks attached to it in order to fulfill that goal. So make sure you make a massive brainstorm, get everything down on paper, and figure out what do you need to do in order to achieve those goals. And then lastly, what you'll do is you'll take that list of tasks based on your goals and you are going to prioritize it. What are the most important things for you to do each and every day of the week that you've set out to work your business? The second very important task that you should be doing each and every day to build your business is education. Think about it. If you want more for yourself, if you want a higher income, if you want more customers, if you want more followers, if you want more of anything, even richer relationships, if you want more of anything in your life, the very first thing that you must do is to become more. You have to develop better skills. You have to develop better habits. We must become more ourselves before anything else is possible. Some other ways to educate yourself, of course, is on products. What type of products are you representing? Could you know more about them? Or perhaps maybe there's seminars in the area, or maybe your company puts on large trainings, maybe once a quarter, once a year. Those are things that you must get your hands into and really start to immerse yourself into, because it is really important that you educate yourself each and every day. I can't stress this point enough about education, because it is so important that you protect those positive beliefs, and not only that, but increase the belief that you have in yourself that you can do this business and you can have all the success that you want. So we've got to protect that. The third very important daily task that you must do is networking. Why, you ask? Because every business thrives on customers. And in order for your business to thrive, you too must have customers. I know, it's crazy, right? But here's the deal. It's not about trying to find people in order to make a sale. In fact, what we are trying to do, or what you should be trying to do each and every day, is finding people that you can solve a problem for. Find people that your product or service suits them perfectly, and then say, hey, check this out. Point them to perhaps the business opportunity that you are presenting, or point them to a video that they can watch about the product that you're supporting. Anything, but every single day, what you must do is put your products, your programs, your business in front of potential customers. So how do you do that, you ask? You do that by building relationships. It's all about relationships, 100%. Like I said before, finding people, see if they have a need, and then fill that need for them if your product or service suits them. That's what it's all about. Build those relationships, introduce your product or service, and then simply recommend it and say, hey, check this out. So how can we do this on a grander scale of things? Well, of course, you want to be building your list of customers. You need an email list. You need a following on perhaps a social media platform. You need to figure out where your target customers are hanging out, and then what you'll do is simply build that relationship with them, nurture that relationship, see how you can help fill the needs that they have and solve the problems that they have, and simply stay in communication with them. It's that simple. An email list or perhaps social media marketing, but each and every day it is critical to sustain your business that you must be networking. The fourth critical daily task that you must do is marketing. You need to be marketing not only yourself, your brand, but also your business. Why is that important? Because think about it, if you have a brick and mortar business, but there's no signs on the doors. In fact, the windows aren't even open. Nobody can see inside. Nobody knows about your business. Oh, and you never actually open the doors to your business. Do you think that you'll have a successful business? No, you're not going to have a successful business that way. The only way for you to have a successful business is for you to be open, for you to get the word out that you have a business, for you to share with people the products and the services that you provide. That is the only way that people are going to know about what solution that you can offer them, is to market. So how do you market? I mentioned it just a minute ago in step 3 is on various ways. Of course, we have email marketing. We have, of course, Facebook marketing, YouTube videos perhaps. Maybe you really like Instagram or Pinterest or Twitter. What are the forums that you enjoy to hang out on? What are the social media platforms that you enjoy? Or do you really like one-on-one, face-to-face? Could you potentially do big, large events and invite a mass amount of people to come, maybe once a quarter? Figure out the means that work for you, determine the best methods for marketing, and see how you can reach the largest group of people at once. What suits you the best? And that is probably a really, really good place to start your marketing campaign. The fifth critical task that you must do each and every day in your business is to follow up. And I cannot stress this one enough, that you must follow up with the people that you've presented your business to, that you've perhaps introduced a product to, or maybe even given out a sample or a demonstration to. You must follow up. And the reason why you must follow up is because people are busy. I'm sure that you're busy, but here's the deal. You're a business owner and you need to be in control of who you come in contact with. Not only that, but you can't just leave things up to chance. If you just send out one email and assume that they don't want to hear what you have to say and you never actually do a follow-up, it could have just been that email ended up in their spam folder or something like that, or it just got lost in the mix, or hey, maybe entered their email address incorrectly. It is so important that we follow up because we are bombarded each and every day with tons of information, lots of ways for people to get in contact with us. And it's your job, because you as the business owner must keep your doors open. It's your job to follow up with your potential clients and customers. Most people need to see something an average of 8 times, have little interactions and little bits of education on the same product or service at least 8 times before they seriously consider making a purchase. So don't get discouraged if you need to follow up with someone 5, 6, 7, 8, or even 9 times. It's okay. Just assume that people are busy, not that they're not interested. So it's not just about knowing why you need to follow up, but how to follow up. So my biggest advice for you is to keep all of your contacts in one central location. Have an email list or perhaps even a phone list. Maybe you keep everyone right there in your cell phone. That's an okay way to start, especially if you're starting out small. But eventually, of course, you're going to want to move into a more sophisticated database. But initially, the most important thing is that you have a list of emails, phone numbers, and names, a place where you keep everyone's information so that you can follow up with them. And in that list as well, you want to keep a record of what you've presented to them. You want to keep a record of where you're at in the communications with them, or even perhaps when to follow up with them. Again, if they've said to you, you know what, things are really busy, I'm in school right now, but come June, I'd love to talk some more. How are you going to keep track of that? And I don't know about you, but I keep track of pretty much everything that I need to remember in my phone. I schedule reminders on my calendar, and I schedule everything in my phone, especially something like that. If it's something that I need to remember to do days, weeks, or even months down the line, then it goes in a reminder in my phone. And then, of course, the most important piece of following up with people is just be helpful. Be there to offer your advice, your help, your support. And I think that's probably the most useful piece of advice that I can give you as far as following up goes, because it's not just about following up about, the presentation that you showed them, or maybe a product that they tried of yours, or anything like that, but it's just about following up on life in general. How can you help them? Maybe it has absolutely nothing to do with your business, and that is okay. The important thing is that you stay in contact and you just keep networking with them, and that also counts as your follow-ups. Thanks again for taking time to watch this video. I hope my 5 tips helped you, and if it did, please feel free to forward to a friend. And be on the lookout for my next video. I look forward to seeing you soon.